And we are back. Welcome guys back to another Crypto Sherpa video. I know I've been gone the past 2 days. It was quite emergency stuff was happening going on, but everything's all right now. Got through it thanks to crypto. I'll go down another route, but tons of news I missed. Biggest one that El Presidente of El Salvador is going to make Bitcoin legal tender. Ooh, biggest news of them all, which somehow was silent. Also, Biden's going to talk about the crypto ransom roll at G7, and Trump gives his opinion on Bitcoin. With lastly, Paraguay, are they moving in, are copying some situations like El Salvador? All that and more. Let's roll those intros. All right, let's dive right into the news. Beforehand, if you guys are trying to learn about cryptocurrencies, take your phone, scan that code up there. It takes you to my Patreon. I post all my Patreon videos up there, as well as are on this YouTube channel for now. Get them while you can. But again, all those links are down below. So let's dive right on in. Let me share my screen. Pull up that news, because here we go. Here we go. I got it. There we go. El Salvador plans bill to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. Woo! Yes, this is what we wanted. Biggest news of them all. Like, I don't know why it's like Bitcoin's maybe doing a little dip or whatever right now, but this is huge. This is the first country to make Bitcoin legal tender. This is definitely going to be a catalyst, almost like how Elon Musk was in the world of like just it put a lot of adoption on there. It was like cows, it spiked. This is the next huge thing, because after these guys, I guarantee we're gonna start seeing more news about other countries starting being adopting Bitcoin as their legal tender versus versus the dollar. Because right now, countries out there have two options. If their fiat is, or their government fiat is dying, like Venezuela, South America's currency, I don't know, I think it's a peso, but like they have two options. They can either adopt Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, or adopt the dollar. And with the US printing a bunch of money, I think Bitcoin's a safer bet. So this is awesome news. All right, let's go right in. El Salvador plans bill to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. This is by Elizabeth Rampart and Alex Vasquez. El Salvador's Nayib Bukele, Latin America's youngest president, who's known to break from the norms, said he plans to send legislation that would make Bitcoin legal tender in the country. In the short term, this will generate jobs and help provide financial inclusion to thousands outside the formal economy, Bukele said in a video broadcast at the Bitcoin 2021 conference in Miami. He said he would submit the legislature a bill next week. In a series of tweets, the 39-year-old leader said Bitcoin could help booster the economy. El Salvador's low banking penetration rate, 70% of the population, doesn't have a bank account. Could also improve with the use of Bitcoin, he said, adding that it would facilitate faster transfers for $6 billion of remittance a year. So, whoa, just right there. 70% of the population does not have a bank. So, yeah, crypto helps bank the unbankable. So, in a series of tweets, the 39-year-old leader said Bitcoin could help boost. I already read that. All right. The financial inclusion is not only a moral imperative, but also a way to grow the country's economy, providing access to credit, savings, investments, and secure transactions, he said. We hope that this decision will be just the beginning in providing a space where some of the leading innovators can reimagine the future of finance. Here's this tweet. #Bitcoin has a market cap of $680 billion. If 1% of it's invested in El Salvador, that would increase the GDP by 25%. On the other side, Bitcoin will have 10 million potential new users and the fastest growing way to transfer $6 billion a year in remittances. El Salvador's bonds tumbled last month after Bukele's party used the supermajority it won in February congressional elections, the fire 5 top judges, and the attorney general, drawing condemnation for what critics saw as a blatant power grab. Wall Street reacted swiftly with Oppenheimer, a co-Amherst Pierpont Securities, and Allianz SE among half a dozen firms that sold the notes or told clients to pare their holdings. The move also fueled concerns that the U.S. will urge the International Monetary Fund to closely review a much-needed loan for El Salvador, potentially appending government finances. Bukele is among the region's most popular leaders, according to the public opinion polls that showed him with an approval rating of more than 85%. He has a strong social media following and charted an unconventional route to politics, working at his father's marketing agency before serving terms as mayor of San Salvador and a suburb. He ran for president in 2018, pledging to curb corruption and rampant gang-fueled crime, and became the first president in almost 30 years to win without the support of one of the major parties. Jack Mallers, founder and CEO of the payment platform Strike, presented Bukele's video during the meeting Saturday. He said that El Salvadorian government asked him to help develop a plan for the use of Bitcoin, according to the Bitcoin 21 conference Twitter's account. So, woo, yes, I am loving this news, but the news don't stop here. I know, I've been away for 2 days, so news kept piling up after this. This was 2 days ago, and I was stoked. I wish I could have mentioned this. I was stoked, but I was also sad at the same time. Again, personal reasons, but yeah. All right, yeah. So moving on, like what's more with this? Boom. Let's just let this screen load up. Bitcoin users will get help relocating, working on El Salvador Presidente. So this is the most recent news after this 2 days ago. Nayib Bukele says he wants to help entrepreneurs embrace El Salvador as a base with Bitcoin free from capital gains. With Biden announcing that 50% capital gains tax or whatever going on next year. Is that 2022? It's going to happen or something? Capital gains. El Salvador might want to move, but yeah, I don't know. I might choose Florida over that. But let's see. Let's read the article. Let's see what he has to offer us. Bitcoin hodlers who want to earn BTC tax-free will get help to stay in El Salvador, the country's president has said. In a tweet on Monday, President Nayib Bukele said that his government would help settle foreign workers. El Salvador will help with this. This announcement is one of many that continue to come informally from Bukele, now the famous for attempting to put El Salvador on a form of Bitcoin standard. At last week's Bitcoin 2020 conference in Miami, he told the audience in pre-recorded video messages that he would send a bill to lawmakers demanding that Bitcoin be made legal tender. So, woo-woo! There's a tweet. Now, as part of social media engagement with well-known cryptocurrency figures, Bukele suggested that those wishing to travel to work in El Salvador would get official support once made legal tender. Bitcoin income would not face capital gains tax. We'll help with this, he replied while debating the topic with podcast host Stephen Rivera. Tú tienes Bitcoin, tú tienes residencia en El Salvador. Yo en cualquier momentero caiga. There's my Spanish reading for you. I know I probably butchered that out there. But in this right here, it says, number 1, great weather, world-class surfing, beaches, beachfront properties for sale. One of the few countries in the world with no property tax. 3, no capital gains tax for #Bitcoin since it will be a legal currency. And 4, immediate permanent residence for crypto entrepreneurs. Twitter.com, said Justin Unruh. In a separate tweet came promises of an immediate permanent resident for crypto entrepreneurs, a move that spurred interest from figures such as Tron CEO Justin Sun and Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, among others. Latin America embraces Bitcoin. As Cointelegraph reported, meanwhile, El Salvador's plan has already seen Paraguay make a similar move. Oh, that's a later that's our last article of the day. But likewise, using Twitter as a venue for publicizing still unofficial government plans, one congressperson hinted that a deal involving PayPal would shortly be announced by Asuncion. This likewise received a warm reception. Now Paraguay, the sovereign-level game theory, starting to shape just like many have been talking about for years. The podcast host Preston Peach responded, criticism has nonetheless come mixed with concern for El Salvador. The political structure of the country has worried some, while others believe that there would be international backlash over Bitcoin standard. Bukele, however, has already pledged to rise above external pressure. Some powerful interests will try to make this historical Bitcoin move fail, he wrote. They know what it means if it succeeds. It will. Plan B Passport, a dedicated service helping Bitcoiners to move to more appealing jurisdictions such as Portugal, has yet to add El Salvador to the list of destinations. So stay tuned for more. So yes, that is great news. I'm happy. President, like this is just crazy news. Like Bitcoin's been around for 12 years, 13, started in 2009, 2021. Yeah, it's been around for 12 years. And like a couple of years ago, this was just fantasy of like countries adopting, like let alone getting on PayPal. Like we are moving so fast. Technology is improving. It is crazy. So hop on board, do some research, people, and learn about this before it's too late. Okay, let us move on. Biden to discuss crypto's role in ransomware attack at G7, says National Security Advisor. Okay, what does Biden have to say? The US president has rarely made public statements on crypto and blockchain, though officials in his administration are reportedly reviewing current regulations. United States, Joe Biden will speak directly about cryptocurrencies and its role in the attack on the current Colonial Pipeline and other ransomware breaches, according to Biden's National Security Advisor, Jake Sullivan. In a White House press briefing on Monday, Sullivan said U.S. officials, seemingly including Biden, would like to see an action plan regarding ransomware attacks during the president's visit to G7 summit. This weekend, the National Security Advisor said this plan should address the resilience of such attacks, how to share information with other democracies, and how to deal with cryptocurrency challenges. Sullivan said crypto lies at the core of how these ransom transactions are played out, citing cyber attacks as a national security priority for the U.S. government, particularly for a critical infrastructure. His remarks follow hackers breaching the network behind the Colonial Pipeline in May, reportedly forcing the firm to pay $4.4 million in ransom. It's got to become a priority on a going forward basis, said Sullivan, referring to the G7 addressing such ransomware attacks. He described the issue as different order to magnitude of security threat that the alliance has to concern itself with in a way that it has that it hasn't historically. President Biden has an individual largely been silent on crypto and blockchain, both as vice president under former President Barack Obama and during his campaign for office. Last July, the candidate Biden said he didn't hold Bitcoin following a massive hack that took over high-profile accounts and their followers to send crypto. However, administrations are reportedly reviewing existing rules around crypto and determining whether new restrictions are needed to protect investors following volatility in the market. Since hitting an all-time high price of roughly $65,000 in April, Bitcoin has fallen more than 44% to reach $35,588 at the time of publication. The G7 summit is scheduled to be held in the United Kingdom from June 11th to the 13th. It will be Biden's first foreign trip acting as U.S. president since his inauguration in January 27th. So yeah, he's going to discuss that. We'll see if he can get the money back. Unless these ransomwares used a non-custodial wallet and everything, there's really good luck. Unless they use like exchanges, Binance, BitTrue, whatever ones run with the government or whatever. Yeah, that's the only way you can get your money back. But like I said, if it's on a non-custodial wallet, boom, it's gone forever. That's crypto. One way, baby. Alrighty. So that's the Biden news. Let's move on, because there was actually a good article about the Lightning Network. Here we go. New fully regulated Bitcoin exchange with Lightning support launches in Europe. Ooh, look at that Lightning. Everyone's excited for the Lightning Network. Those super dirt cheap transactions for Bitcoin to push it to the next level. A fully regulated Bitcoin Lightning enabled cryptocurrency exchange has launched in Europe with operations globally. In a press statement, the exchange front node, indicates that users will leverage the native Bitcoin Lightning capabilities like instant transactions with no blockchain fees. Users joining the platform will undergo the KYC process with quick approvals. Notably, the exchange also focuses on instant Bitcoin purchases alongside high security, lowering the chances of hacking. According to Jason Alexander, Frontnode's CMO, Bitcoin is a store of value, and the exchange aims to facilitate the shift toward becoming fully transactional cryptocurrency. With our innovation adoption of the Lightning Network, we hope to take Bitcoin one step closer to being fully transactional. Bitcoin is an excellent source of store of value, but its potentially really lies in it becoming the preferred payment method for consumers everywhere, said Alexander. And that's true. We're one step closer. If we get this Lightning Network on top of countries adopting it, we got El Salvador. Paraguay is coming up next, most likely, but just be real, people. Adoption's happening. Countries are going to get in on it. It's going to become legal tender. It's going to be used. There's probably tons of countries out there not saying they have it already on their spreadsheets or they've been collecting it. And then now, like I said, with all this news, we're going to slowly see more of them saying, oh, yeah, we're going to make it legal tender now, too, even though they've already had a bunch. But just remember, people, there's only 21 million Bitcoin in the world. There's 8 billion people. And not every single person can get 1 Bitcoin. So with all these countries, banks, big whales before these countries even got into it are collecting the Bitcoin. Yeah, that means it's less for you to get in on it. So just remember that. These guys aren't going to want to sell. The Winklevoss twins already said that they don't want to sell until like 500,000, but they'd probably be ashamed for selling it that soon. This is going to be 1 million, 10 million something coin, or market cap. But yeah, it is huge. Get on it. Just get on it. Alrighty. Enough for that. Let's hear what Trump has to say. Trump's Bitcoin seems like a scam. Threatens the dollar? Of course it threatens the dollar. Bitcoin's going to destroy the banks and all fiats. But again, it could also save it. If you underpin the dollar with Bitcoin, that's another thing, because the US dollar is still around, but now it's based off of Bitcoin's price, almost like how gold used to be. If we can get to there, then we solved everyone's issues. Use a dollar if you still believe in it, but it's backed by Bitcoin then. So yeah, okay. Let's see what Donald Trump has to say. Donald Trump, oh, what is this? Okay, there we go. Donald Trump told Fox Business that he has no plans to invest in Bitcoin because it just seems like a scam that threatens the US dollar dominance. Okay, when I heard this news, I'll continue reading it, but my just opinion on it is I think this is just something. He's got a plan. This man and his family's definitely been collecting it. Like, nobody who understands money, who does not understand money, is holding on to Bitcoin. Let's just be honest. So look at Elon Musk. Let's look over at Elon Musk tweets. He is like tweeting, causing FUD and everything, price dips or whatever. But when it came to Trump, like he tweeted something, nothing happened. The market stayed exactly the same. So all these big guys who like started talking a little bit, dumping on it, I'm not seeing nothing for it. So yeah, the former US president has confirmed that he is not a fan of cryptocurrencies. Trump slams Bitcoin. Donald Trump thinks Bitcoin could be a scam. In a Monday interview with Fox Business, the 45th US president answered a question on whether he had plans to invest in the leading cryptocurrency. He responded that he hadn't invested because it just seems like a scam, before adding that it isn't a fan of the asset because it's another currency competing against the dollar. The comments reiterating the sentiments Trump shared in a widely shared 2019 tweet when he said that he was not a fan of cryptocurrencies, remarking that they are not money and that they are and that their value is highly volatile and based on thin air. But again, what is the dollar based off of? That's right. Trump's successor in the White House, President Joe Biden, is yet to make such an explicit call on cryptocurrencies. Through the Treasury appears to be taking major steps to ensure that the asset class is taxed. It recently presented a proposal for crypto transfers worth over $10,000 to be reported to the Inland Revenue Service. In Fox Business call, Trump also said that he wants the dollar to be the currency of the world. He'll have to hope the world doesn't opt to follow El Salvador's lead. On a Saturday, the country's president, Nayib Bukele, announced that he will be submitting a bill to Congress the use of Bitcoin's legal tender. El Salvador currently uses the US dollar. So yeah, so they currently use the US dollar. They're making a move to the Bitcoin, the crypto world. It's, yeah, as I said, like that's what people are doing. Like I said it previously, it's, you have two options now, or you can use China's yuan if you want to. I doubt you would. Or the euro. You can use the euro, China's yuan, you can use a dollar, US dollar, or you can use cryptocurrencies. Which one do you want to choose? I'm going to go over here. You guys do your research and you decide for what you want to do. But yeah, right here when it says, right here in Fox News, that he wants the dollar to be the currency of the world, he has to hope the world doesn't opt to follow El Salvador's lead. So yeah, right there, boom. In our next article, bam, Paraguay joins the crypto train, says Bitcoin to the moon. So it's happening. We're going to be seeing like this in the next couple of days of countries coming out saying that they're going to probably follow the El Salvadorian president's, how would you say that? The Shoga, this train, his bandwagon, they're going to hop on that bandwagon and it's going to just jumpstart everything. So the country's National Congress member, Carlitos Rajala, announced on Twitter the country's readiness to legalize Bitcoin. Paraguay is setting an important project in motion this week, hinting at Bitcoin and its legal tender status, announced Congress Carlitos Rajala in a tweet. Only a day after the announcement made by the El Salvador president, Nayib Bukele, on Twitter, it seems Paraguay is going to be the next country racing to legalize Bitcoin. Laser Eyes. The Chamber of Deputies representative, Rajala, updated his profile photo on Twitter and added laser eyes on the picture as he made an announcement implying that Bitcoin could be considered legal tender soon. As I said long time ago, our country needs to go hand in hand with new generations. The moment has come, our moment. We start this week with a valuable project that will renew Paraguay in the front world, said Rajaha on Twitter, adding to the moon, hashtag BTC and hashtag PayPal, to the end of his announcement. Yep, look at this photo of him right there with them laser eyes. It's a big deal going on. I may have to change my profile picture to laser eyes because that's where I am. Bitcoin adoption took a dramatic spin as politicians in Latin America started declaring the region is ready to open up to crypto. The drums began rolling when the president of El Salvador, Bukele, disclosed plans to give Bitcoin the status of legal tender. Bukele revealed his plans to Miami in the 2021 conference over the weekend. To the moon! The legal tender stage of crypto adoption is here as we witness countries put in motion plans for adding Bitcoin to their state treasury. In an attempt to protect their economy from inflation and the domino effect caused by the depleting value of the US dollar, countries such as El Salvador and Paraguay have come to realize that Bitcoin might be a solution. Hyperinflation and devaluation cause safe haven assets such as crypto to become increasingly sought after. Currently, the world is witnessing dramatically opposites positions among governments around the world, ranging from rigid disapproval to welcome adoptions. More countries are going to join the crypto train as it departs, but we can only guess who is going to be next. More predictable is where all investors are going to gravitate towards. So yeah, it's happening, people. The countries are coming, and Bitcoin's going to run out soon. So get it while you can. All right. As I like to end, we'll go over the current coin market cap. As of right now, Bitcoin's at 33,000, dropped down 7%. Ethereum's at 26. Binance is at 363. Cardano's at $1.75. XRP is down to 86 cents. I want to see Litecoin. Litecoin's at 163. Not bad, went down $20. And let's look at our gainers of the day. And come on. Low. There we go. Theta Fuel. Yeah, that's my guy. We are up 11% at 51. We're going to see an all-time high soon, most likely, as 3.0 gets released. And Theta is the number 2 dog. It's down 1% right now, but it had a huge spike this morning, almost hitting that dollar. And then USD coin, no one cares about this. True D. All the stable coins, like really though, Theta and TFuel, the top dogs. Awesome. All right, and lastly, our crypto fear to greed index. We are currently sitting at a 13 of extreme fear. Yesterday was a 15, and last week was a 20. So this is great news because for those of you who follow this, the crypto fear to index, when we see signs of extreme fear, that can be the sign that investors are too worried, which that could be a great buying opportunity. And when investors are too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. So yeah, 13, not bad of a time. So start stacking those sats, people. So guys, thank you so much for joining in today. Again, I apologize for missing out those past 2 days, but I'm back giving you the daily crypto news. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I will certainly see you tomorrow. Have a great night, morning, and day.